Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're doing the One Punch Man S-Class Heroes tier list. Fun fact about me, One Punch Man is my favorite manga of all time, and I am going to go into this doing manga knowledge. You might have noticed that I'm not showing the heroes right now. That's because in the anime we haven't seen Blast yet, and Blast is in here, so if you don't want to be spoiled on the manga, then just click away from this video right now. This is going to go through everything to the Monster Association arc, to the end of it. I haven't read anything past that. I'm waiting for more to come out. But yeah, so again, if you don't want spoiled, just go on. So we have S through D and then no opinion. I don't have an opinion on Watchdog Man. We don't really know much about him. I don't really have an opinion on Tank Top Master. He's just a guy who wears a tank top. He's kind of funny. Yeah, I'll put him... Sorry, I'll put him in C. Elemental Hero Darkshine. I'll put him in C tier, I guess, too. And then Pig God, I think, is kind of cool. It's kind of interesting how he said, oh, I should unleash that power. Then he's like, wait, no, I guess it's not that time. So maybe he got powers from God. So we don't really know that. But yeah, these characters are just not my favorite. So King. King is our first S tier. He's funny as fuck. Like, every single thing that could go right for him goes right. And I think it's funny as fuck. Like, people are just scared of him and like everybody respects him, but he's actually like the dumbest motherfucker. He's actually like the weakest motherfucker there is. I have a theory that maybe he's the monster god, but we don't know that yet. But King, yeah, absolute legend. He's a gamer just like me. So yeah, Pooty Prisoner, he's pretty funny. He is LGBT, you know, if you're into that. I think he's funny. I think he's cool. I like his powers. He's an angel. He's whatever. He did get beat by a cat though. And I think that he's just yeah, he's fun. Pooty Prisoner. S tier or B tier. I'm gonna put these two in the same tier. I think Genos and Drive Knight. To me, Drive Knight is just Genos, but he has cooler powers. But like, I think they're both cool. I don't think Genos is quite S tier. I don't think he stands above the rest of them that much, even though he's one of the more main characters. And Drive Knight to me has always been this mysterious character. Like, why would he enter to the monster's lair? He always warns us about Metal Knight. And Genos to me is like, he just gets his ass beat all the time, and it's funny as fuck. Because every time he's like, oh, master, you gotta make me stronger. And then he makes him stronger, but then it doesn't fucking matter. And then Drive Knight's over here like, I am the best. I am stronger than Genos. So blah blah blah. I like takoyaki. I don't know. But yeah, those guys are cool. They're cool. I don't think they're quite S tier. They're not my favorite, but yeah. Metal Knight, I'm gonna put him in B tier. He's a mysterious character. We don't know much about him. All we know is that Child Emperor does talk to him more than anybody else. But I think he's like one of the true main villains in the series. You know, I used to think that about Blast, but now I really don't think that about Blast. But yeah, so Metal Knight's cool. Bang, A tier. His whole thing with Garo, how like he's the reason why Tank Top Master wears a tank top. He's so strong. How his school is based on defense, but yet he's able to use it in an offensive way. He has his brother, which is like just as strong as he is, and then he used to be a ruffian like Garo too until his brother put him in his place. He owns a dojo. He tried to train Saitama, but Saitama was too strong. And one thing I forgot to mention is that I love how like all these characters hang out with like Saitama. So like Genos, Bang, they're all at Saitama's apartment, and Fubuki came in and she's like, what the fuck? Bang is pretty good. A tier. Atomic Samurai is cool, but I mean, he's just a samurai. I know he has the Sunblade or whatever, and that's cool, and he's like on this council of like the strongest samurai in the world. It's cool, and I like how he's more down to earth than I feel like these other characters. Like, his power is just that he has a sword and he's good with it. But to me, that's actually really cool. And I like the scene, and I think this is farther ahead than where I am, but the scene where like he's training King and he's like, cut open this apple. And I want to see how fast you can do it. And King, like, he cuts it, or he doesn't even fucking open the blade. He just lets it go. And Atomic Samurai's like, Fuck, he opened it so fast I didn't even see him, and the apple doesn't even realize it's been cut yet. It's kind of a dumbass, but I fucking love him. Why am I blanking on his name? He's like my favorite one. Yeah, him, Flashy Flash, him and somebody else in here are my favorites actually. I like how he's like this white knight. He's so speedy. He beat 2 guys at once, the 2 cadres at one time. Actually, I don't think they were cadres, but like, he's so strong. He's so fast, and like, he has the whole thing with Tatsumaki. How Tatsumaki, like, he thinks Tatsumaki hates him, but then he thinks he loves him, or she loves him. And I don't know. I just like his design. I think he's really cool. He's a ninja. He has a whole thing with speed of sound, Sonic. Like, yeah, to me, he's my favorite one besides somebody else. Child Emperor is cool, but like, he's kind of boring. Like, he's just a child. And I like how all of his powers or all of his machines are based on toys, which I think is really cool. How his most powerful one is just a fucking Gundam. And I did like his fight with Phoenix Man. I just think that him as a character is kind of boring. Blast. I'm going to put him in A tier. I don't know much about him. You know, his power is like gravity and black holes and stuff like that. To me, that's really cool. And like, I like how when he was introduced, I expected this fool to be like, oh, you guys are weak, you're not worth my time, blah blah blah. But he's really not like that at all. In fact, actually, the whole reason why he's gone is because he's chasing after God, which I think that's really cool. And he had the whole thing with like collecting God cubes and all that, and he's a cool character. Tatsumaki, I love Tatsumaki. I have a Funko Pop of her, fun fact. But yeah, I like her powers. She's psychic. To me, she's Mob from Mob Psycho 100, but cooler. Don't hate me for saying that. I like her hair. I like her design. She's got everything, bro. I like her voice actress. She shares the same voice actress as Miku or Nino Nakano from the Quintessential Quintuplets, which is my favorite anime of all time. And to me, Tatsumaki is just really cool. I've always liked psychic powers. I've always liked Mewtwo. Always liked psychic type Pokemon. So yeah, Tatsumaki up there. Metal Bat. So I used to think Metal Bat was just a guy with a bat, and I was kind of half right. But Metal Bat to me is like kind of cool because he's the youngest one of the S-Class heroes, except for Child Emperor, which I think is cool. And like his whole thing about how the tougher the harder you beat him down, the stronger he gets. To me, it's like Counter from Pokemon, which I'm a big Pokemon fan, as I just alluded to. But yeah, Metal Bat, he's cool. He's like rash. He's like hot-headed. He's always willing to fight. Always looking for stronger opponents. To me, he's cool. And then Zombie Man. Zombie Man is my favorite. To me, Zombie Man's the coolest one because he's like, is he really a monster? Is he a human? We don't know. But he looks cool. His design's cool. When he fought the vampire and he was holding the axe to him and he's like, hey, you ready for a war of attrition? And he lost like 200 times, but the monster was just so cocky that he ended up being beat. And I think his design is cool, how he beat Homeless Emperor and stuff. And this whole thing with All My Mask, about how All My Mask hates him, but like he hates him too. And I just think his power, regenerative powers, is really cool. And I think they did it in such a good way. That's my list. Any questions, concerns, disagreements, let me know. That's about it. See ya.